Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Good day. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat section why I announce in the group that we are live. If you can hear me, just let me know in the chat section why I announce in the group that we are live and I check the YouTube. Okay, we have 8 persons on YouTube. Let's start joining. Okay, let me just open the group for 1 minute and you all should go to the group to tell everyone that we are in. You all should go into the group and let everybody know that we have started. The group is opened for like 1 minute so that other persons will know we've started. Just go to the group now and I hope my mic is on, yes. And shout that we have started. Everyone join in, join in, join in. Let's say something in our group. Our groups are opened. Go to your various group, opens them up and let everybody know that we have started so that they can join in. Yes. Your groups have been opened. How you all doing today, guys? And how are we preparing for the festivity? Yes, it's like 1 week to Christmas, right? Some say 10 days to Christmas. How are we all getting ready for festivity? How are we getting ready for festivity? How are we getting ready for the festive season? Have we started sending out our Christmas love gifts and have we started receiving? I received one big Christmas gift today. It's launched my celebration season for me. Okay, we are up to 11 on YouTube. Okay, peace. Boniface, how you doing? Udwak, I hope I got it right. Akman, how you doing? Home of Laughter, how are you? Brenda, good evening. Abasio form, hope I got that right. Good evening, and how are you doing? Esther Ekpo, hope that's right as well. Good evening, and how are you doing? Muna Miriam, Jack Chima, I hope that one is correct. How are you doing? All right, so let me lock the group now so that we can, let me lock all our groups now so that we can concentrate and start. Let me lock all our groups. The rest of us are doing African Man time, but certainly we are going to enter. Hello, everybody. If you are here and you are excited to be in the class tonight, give me some emoji, like fire emoji. Let me know you are active. Register your name with some fire emoji. Register your presence. Give us some emoji. Show us some love. Show us some love. Let me know you're here. Richard, welcome. Let me know you're here. Give us some fire emoji. Give us something. Yes, give us something. Give us something. Let the chat section be bubbling. Let it be bubbling. My YouTube people, let me know you're here. If you're here, give us some emoji. Show us some love. Let's know you're here and active and ready to run. I don't like cold house. Let's do exercise this evening. Jump up, come down. Let's be jumping with our emojis and dancing. Woo-hoo! Yes, I like my house very, very hot. I don't like it when it's cold. Yeah, hello, Ijoma, welcome. Adewale, that's all I can call for now. All right, guys, good day, everyone. Good day, good day, good day. I'm so excited to having you all tonight here in West Africa. I'm in Nigeria, I'm in Abuja to be precise. All right, Richard, good day. So let's get right into the business of the day. Okay, before I start, let me introduce myself. Some of you know me, some of you do not know me. My name is Coach Chinwendu, and I'm formerly called the Six-Figure Woman. I am the CEO and founder of the Jazz Digital Hub. It is an online school where we train people virtually on a lot of things. But the arm that we are handling tonight is the Jazz Virtual Assistant Academy, our Virtual Assistant Academy of our organization. That's what we are up for tonight. And tonight, or in these 2 days, we'll be teaching you guys, getting you all introduced to the world of virtual assistant. And why am I qualified to teach you tonight? Why you all are here and why you all should listen to me? I'm a virtual assistant and I have been practicing actively for about 4 years now. I was an ex-banker who resigned from the banking sector. Was I resigned or I was fired? I was fired apparently, yes, from the banking sector. Long story cut short, blah, 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 blah. So, and I had to now, as at that time, I had nothing else to do other than to dive into the digital space. I saw an opportunity to offering my skills, my service as a virtual assistant, and we dived into that space. And ever since then, I have been working as a virtual assistant till date. And I have been teaching, I've been a virtual assistant coach for the past 2 years. The Jazz Virtual Assistant Academy was launched October 2022. And 2 years down the line, we have 2 arms of our Virtual Assistant Academy. One arm has trained over 3,000 participants, and the second arm of our Virtual Assistant Academy has trained over 30,000 participants. Am I getting some noise here? Like, guys, show me that you are available. Show me that you are available. The YouTube number is coming up. Show me that you're available. So yes, thank you for the love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Richard. That's why I am here, and that's why I qualify to teach you. I've been able to train successful virtual assistants that have aced it in their game, that are doing well for themselves, that have become like a powerhouse for themselves. And we've also trained coaches who have gone on their own way to do their own thing for themselves, and they are making waves, training other vibrant Africa across the world. So that's why I'm here to teach you all, and that's why I qualify to be your coach tonight. So in those 2 days, we'll be learning strictly introduction to virtual assistant and simple virtual assistant skills like graphic design. We'll be taking you all into the early stage of graphic designing, how to design using Canva. We'll be doing flyer designing from scratch and flyer designing using a template tonight. So I'll be having some other coach to join us tonight, depending. I'll be having either 1 or 2, depending as the spirit leads. Then the training, like I said, is for 2 days. So today we'll be getting introduced into the world of virtual assistant. We'll be knowing what virtual assistant is, what the term virtual assistant is actually is, and how you can offer your service and what service you can offer, render as a virtual assistant. And we'll also be getting you all introduced into the world of designing, where we'll be looking at how to design using Canva. Then tomorrow, we'll be teaching you guys where the word called freelancing, what freelancing is, how to become a freelancer, where to get remote gig, where to get freelance gig, how to get jobs online, and how to position yourself for jobs, what you need to do that gives you jobs, and the sites you can get jobs. We'll be giving you some sites where you can go and look and apply for jobs online. So that is what we'll be looking at tomorrow. So this 2 days class, actually, you need not to miss it because it's going to be a super packed class. Like, it's going to be the best free training you've attended so far. It's going to be the very best. It's going to be an awesome 2 days. So let's get right into the matter of the day. Can you guys hear me? I need to know. Let me see some fire. If you know, and I can't wait. Been trying to get those jobs. Okay, yes, you'll be getting some links, some sites where you can get jobs tomorrow. I'll be dropping some sites for you where you can go set up your account, position yourself, apply for jobs, set up and get and follow up these jobs. So if you are ready for me, if you know you are ready, let me see some fire. YouTube people, you guys are calm. You guys are so quiet in here. I mean, I said YouTube. Zoom people, you guys are so quiet in here. YouTube is taking the lead. Anyway, they are more than you guys here in Zoom, so they are giving me so much fire. Are you guys ready? I want to know if we are ready before I start sharing my screen. I will deactivate the Zoom link shortly so that anybody that wants to join should. Anyway, no need. You guys are not much on Zoom. Every other persons are going to YouTube. That's how I want it. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Deborah Francis. All right. Let me share my screen now. Aha, Richard, you are the only one ready from here. Let me share my screen so we can get right into business of the day. Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. My YouTube guys, can you see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Okay. All right. Okay, thank you so much. So let's get started. Welcome again to the Jazz Digital Hub. I am Coach Chinwendu, fondly called the Six-Figure Woman. If you've not followed me on social media, if you've not followed me on Facebook or on Instagram, if you snooze, you lose, or you are missing. We drop mad content. We drop mad educative content every day. In short, following my pages alone, you're going to learn a lot about how to position yourself as a remote worker. We take it upon ourselves to give you mad value on a daily basis. Okay, for the first part of this class, I just have less than 30 minutes to deliver the first part before we go into practical. So let's get right into the business of the day. So who is a virtual assistant? Let's start from there. Who is a virtual assistant? Before you get into something, you need to know what that thing is. Like I say, like a virtual assistant is a self-employed person or a self-employed professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to their clients, and they provide this support remotely. They provide this support from the comfort of their home. They provide this support from any part of the world they are. They provide this support outside the comfort of the office. So a virtual assistant, first of all, get the keyword there. The first keyword of who a virtual assistant is that a virtual assistant is a self-employed person. The day I decided that, to hell with the banks, and I decided to embrace myself as a virtual assistant, embrace the skill I have to provide virtual assistant service. That was the day I became a self-employed professional. So remember, the first keyword is that you are self-employed. The second keyword is that you're a professional. And the third keyword is that you provide your services from anywhere in the world. So that is what a virtual assistant is. Is an assistant that assists somebody virtually. You get? So hope we all understand that term. Then we now look at roles of a virtual assistant. There are several roles of being there are several virtual assistant roles, and I will always tell you guys that your role as a virtual assistant is dependent on some factors. First factor is the skills you have. The skills you have determine the role you can play as a virtual assistant. Then the industry you are working for. The industry you are working for per time determine the role you play. Like a virtual assistant that works in a legal industry and a virtual assistant that works in a health industry play different roles. And a virtual assistant that works with a sales agency, they play different roles. So the industry you work in, and aside that, the niche you have choose to embrace, because your skills, first of all, your skills helps you carve out your niche. So as a virtual assistant, I have, assuming, I want to give us an example. Maybe Coach Chi, has property management skills. I have marketing skills. I have strong research skills, as well as customer service skills, a bit of lead generation, and few other skills. There is no doubt that I would certainly dive into the real estate niche and become a real estate virtual assistant. That niche has been carved out from the kind of skill that I have. Do we understand? Do we understand? So let's look at some skills here, some roles here rather, of a virtual assistant. As a virtual assistant, you do different kind of roles depending on, one, your skill, two, your employer, three, the industry of your employer, four, the niche that you are servicing. It's these factors determine the roles. So we are looking at, first of all, we'll talk about, there are so many, but I'm just picking out the very few to talk on. So we look at schedule management, few and most popular. As a virtual assistant, one of your role is to manage your client's schedule, is to manage your client's email, to run their data entry, to do research tasks for them. Yes, as a virtual assistant, you need to like and enjoy how to surf the internet, how to check for things, how to run research, then administrative support tasks, customer service, data preparation, lead generation. All these and several more are roles that a virtual assistant provides. Then you have several benefits of being a virtual assistant. Yes, I, for one, over the years have benefited severally from being a virtual assistant. First of all, flexibility. Yes, like I am one person that will appreciate every form of flexibility that I've gotten so far, because I used to be in an industry where I never had time for my life. I was in the bank for 5 years. I was in the banking sector for good 5 years of my life. That was what I was doing, and it wasn't funny. I had no time for myself, no time for my family, no time for anything. I could barely travel except I'm on leave. And when I'm even on leave, I'm too tired to do anything reasonable with my life. So now going into the remote world, where I now get to take control over my time. I now get to choose the kind of client I want to work with. Before I pick on a client, before I take on a client, I first check the time it's going to afford me. I first check on my working pattern. What are my working structure? How flexible is this job going to be for me? How is it going to affect my time with my family? So I have the opportunity to choose And while working, I can be anywhere at any time. Last year, I traveled for the summer and I was working. I wasn't on break, but I traveled to have a good time, but I wasn't on break. You get? So that's one thing you get to enjoy when you become a virtual assistant. Then remote work opportunity. Early this year, I sat down to calculate the number of countries I have worked for so far. And I now realized that me being in the bank, highest that I will see, except I choose to jackpot. So being a virtual assistant gives me the opportunity to get remote jobs, to be in a location and work in the top world countries. Then cost savings, you cannot imagine what working as a virtual assistant would save you. 1 minute, guys, you seriously can't imagine that. You seriously can't imagine what working as a VA will save you. It has saved me the cost of buying so much black shirts, black shorts, black pants or skirts, red shirts, white shirts, blue shirts, which is our uniform back then. It has saved me the trouble of buying those, the transportation, the everything. It has saved me a lot of costs. So imagine the pain you face when you go to work. Imagine your salary and what you get to face when you go to work. So having that being cut off, I can stay in my house, and because I work, my own door is SS. I don't like coming out. Because I work, sometimes I come in on a Sunday and the next time you see me outside is on a Sunday. I buy my things monthly, so I don't have reason to always go out to buy my things again. So that's my kind of person. So that's why I appreciate the fact that it's saving me the cost of moving up and down that I'm going to work. Then independence. Yes, it affords you the opportunity to be independent of your time, independent of your life. First of all, let me just give you all a story. Some years back, when I started out, I got my first client that was a total mess. It was a total mess. He could insult me at random and all that. And after, my first job was to manage his social media, his Instagram account. And after doing that for 1 month, he paid me $80, right? $80. As at that time, dollar was still 200 and something or thereabouts. That was what the exchange rate was. So the money wasn't really high. It was actually my first, so I was ready to take anything. Even if he was going to pay me $2, I would still collect because I wanted the job experience. But I couldn't cope with the fact that this guy could abuse me the way he likes. And I just told myself that, yes, I'm not like his full-time staff. I'm independent of my time. While working with him, I get to search for other greener pastures, and I got into sales. As a virtual, that's the sweet thing of being a virtual assistant. You can go into, as long as you have skills in these areas, you can do so many things under the virtual assistant umbrella. Even though, yeah, I'm an advocate of niching down, but initially, when you just start working as a VA, practicing as a VA, they would always say, who hungry they catch, no, they get niche as a virtual assistant. So at that point, I was hungry. I was just being independent and expressing my independence. I was just jumping from one job to the other until I got a very good offer and I stick to it, and before I niched down. So it gives you the independence of your time. Then global reach, it gives you the opportunity. I can boldly tell you that, okay, I've worked, as much as I don't like working with Asians, I have worked with them. That's the first client I worked with that didn't really treat me nice. I have worked with people in the US. I've worked with people in Australia. I've worked with people in the UK. I've worked with people in Canada. I have worked with people in Poland. I've worked with a whole lot of others, which I couldn't have been able to do if I was just still in my bank counting cash, doing marketing, whatever what, I won't have been able to achieve that height. Skills enhancements. Starting up as a virtual assistant, which is a low entry barrier digital skill, it gives you the opportunity to enhance yourself. It gives you the opportunity to enhance your skills. Where sometimes when you get a job, while doing that job, you are made to always take future courses. Yes, I've done a job like that where my boss regularly advises us to take courses every now and then. We get to take, it's like a compulsory thing. We get to take courses, we get to develop more skills, we get to learn the new trend, because the digital space is a fast growing industry, or it's a fast growing age. Yes, the digital space is the digital era is a fast growing age, where if you sit down and say you do not want to learn something new in the next 3 months, one new VA will come and kick you out of the system. It is a competitive market. So that's why it encourages skill enhancement, reduce stress, career diversity. I have diversified massively. Let me not dwell on this so that I won't burn so much time trying to explain one thing, and we have a whole lot more to do tonight. Are you still following me, guys? Are you still following me? Are you following, guys? If you're following, let me know. Let me know in the chat section. So that when... Okay. Thank you, Pastor Ine Abi. All right, Kenneth, thank you. So now let's look at required skills. Like I remember when I said that if you are niching down, it depends on some factors, and skills is among those factors that that involves you niching down. So let's look at some skills. There are so many skills required of a virtual assistant, but it is not compulsory that you must learn all the skills. You learn the basics and you can start up as a general virtual assistant. Then before you now start niching down and know your feet, which we have the most popular virtual assistants as the most popular niche as the administrative virtual assistant. There are still so many other niche in the virtual assistant world that is so much interesting that you can actually pick up and work just within 2 months of learning. So first of all, let's look at some skills. We have the graphic design skill, the communication skill. We'll be looking at graphic design here tonight. We are going to base on designing flyers with Canva, both from scratch and working with a template. We have adaptive skill. As a virtual assistant, you must be able to communicate properly. You must be able to adapt to fast changes. Your boss can just come up today and give you one sharp change. You should be able to adapt to it. Time management skills. They are employing you to manage time. So you should have the skill to be able to manage. In short, while doing a virtual assistant interview, there's one question that you will never escape as long as it's a virtual assistant interview. How do you prioritize activity? This shows your time management skills. It shows it off. How do you prioritize activity? All my VA interviews, I have been asked that question. Every one of them, how do I prioritize interview? And they may go far to give me an example of a daily planner and ask me to arrange this, schedule the plans or arrange the plans by prioritizing some activities in that day over some activities. They will not tell me the ones to prioritize. I should know by looking at these planners and know what to prioritize. And that can only happen when you understand properly, time management. Then you have your data entry skill, creative mindset, coordination and planning, research. A lot of us do not know how to research. We don't even pay attention to details. Not on top of researching. Like, let me give us an example. I dropped the link to this class early today, and the time was stated there, 7:20. As at afternoon, around 3 or 4 that I dropped the link, somebody messaged me and said, I've been trying to join, but the thing is not playing. And the time was boldly written there. We hardly pay attention to details. If you know you are the type that do not pay attention to details, that do not know how to research, sit down, take your time, surf the internet, and grab information, you have no business being a VA. Because I will not pay you and still end up doing my research. My VAs know me, my staffs, they know me. I cannot pay them and do research for them. The day that I will do research for you, you will explain to me why I am doing the research after I've given you the job to do that research. So nobody, no employer would want to pay you and you still not be able to give them quality research. No. So it's a top skill. It's an A skill for a VA. Multitasking, project management, organizational skills, self-developmental skills, problem-solving mindset. Yes, you should be able to think of solution from every single barrier. You should be able to fix and think of a good solution to come out of it. Then you have type of virtual assistants. Then this can also be called niche. Several virtual assistant niches. There are so many. We just placed a few here. There are so many, of which the most popular VA niche is the administrative niche. Administrative virtual assistant is the most popular virtual assistant that we all know. But this is me coming to tell you, hallelujah, is somebody here tonight? This is me coming to tell you that there are still skills like project management VA. There are still skills like social media VA. There are still skills like sales virtual assistant, legal virtual assistant, health virtual assistant, executive VA, customer service VA, property, real estate VA. There are so many virtual assistant niches. Travel VA, travel and tourism VAs. There are so many VA niches that you can dive into. That's why I like the skill called virtual assistant. You can take in your experience and carve a small place for yourself and niche down there. As maybe as a professional, a practicing professional, maybe you are in the health sector, you can just tell yourself that, okay, you've learned the virtual assistant skill. And you tell yourself, I want to still be in the line of medicine. I want to still be in, maybe you are a nurse, a pharmacist, pharmacologist, a doctor. You can tell yourself that I want to still remain in this line. And you just niche down as a health VA. You only work in the health sector. Then we have tools required. If we start counting the VA tools we have, I'm not sure that by this time tomorrow we will be done. So guys, I hope you understand that I'm just giving you guys small example of each. Small example, I'll bring out small example and talk about it. I'm not giving you like all, so that I will all really get what we are saying. Are we following? I'd like to know if we are following per time. If you've not followed my YouTube page and you're on YouTube, please now, just give us a follow. Just give us a follow. Please give us a follow. Okay, you're following. All right, so tools. We have the Slack. Slack is a CRM tool. Slack is a communication tool. Yes, Slack is used for communication. It's just like your what will I use to give an example? I don't want to say it's like your WhatsApp. because WhatsApp is just a straightforward thing. Slack has different channels. Slack is your mobile office building. Yes, let me call it that way, your mobile office building, where you have different channels. You can come in, log in for the day, go to your channel, get your work for the day and all that. It's a communication tool. We have Trello. Trello is a project management tool and VA use it. We have so many tools. We have Google Drive, a lot of us know. The Google applications, which is calendars and all that, spreadsheets. We have Canva. We have our Zoom that we are using right now and our Google Meet that's added to the Google application. We have the Monday.com, which is also a project management tools. We have our OneDrive. Our OneDrive is similar to Slack, but the difference between OneDrive is that similar to Google Drive, but the difference between OneDrive and Google Drive is that Google Drive is owned by Google and OneDrive is owned by Microsoft. Then we have the Asana, which is the CRM tool, Get Prospect, a lead generation tool, and so a host of others. There are so many. Then let's look at common problems that virtual assistant faces. What are the common problems that virtual assistant faces? Let's look at some common problems. Do we guys have any common problem that we know and think that virtual assistant faces? Let me know in the chat section. Let me pick our brains a little. Aside from this one I've listed, which other common problems do virtual assistants face? Are we typing something? Let's know so that we know if we are here. Which other problems do you think a virtual assistant can face? Do we know? Okay, let me help you guys out so that we'll not waste so much time. It's like most of us do not know, but we should know the most common problem. Jobs. That's what everybody faces. Whether you're an artisan, whether you are a graduate, whether you are a mid-level personnel, whatever level you are, if you are out of job, your major problem is getting a job, finding clients. That's like the biggest problem every virtual assistant faces. But the problem of finding clients can be easily resolved if we tend to understand that as a virtual assistant, we are a self-employed person and we should carry our market on our heads like this, like gala. Shed it on your head anywhere you go. If you can actively network, you can actively generate leads. That's why I tell all my VAs, do not joke with lead generation. If you are regularly generating leads, you take lead generation as your daily to-do thing, you can never be out of clients. Because before a contract ends, you are already replacing that contract with new individuals, with new set of paying clients. Clients are everywhere. Now you no get updates. Do we get that? Clients are everywhere. Now you no get updates. Yes, you can get clients on Facebook. Let's not look at the freelancing platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, Freelancer.com, LinkedIn, Remotely, Wellfound, Nodex.com, Indeed, what's it called? There's a host of other, Glassdoor. There are so many. Let's not look at them. Let's just look at social media. By the time you go out and network, Clients are there. Facebook, yes. I've gotten a client on Facebook. I've gotten several clients on Facebook for my property management business as a VA. For my property search VA, I'm also a property finder. I locate properties for people in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, and so forth, as long as it's in the top world countries. I locate property for people who are relocating, people who are abroad looking to buy house, people who want to go into the short-term rental business. I help them get property, high profitable property as a virtual assistant. That particular niche of mine, I solely strive on Facebook. Facebook is my market for that skill. And I don't do it on my profile. I have places I go to get those my clients. You have clients on LinkedIn, you have clients on Instagram, even on this YouTube, they are clients. Now we don't know how to position ourselves. Then when we will now talk about lead generation and direct pitching, like there's no way you come out and say it's not working, it's not working. Getting clients is a game of numbers. The more you put yourself in the faces of your prospective clients, the more you get noticed and the more you get called for a job. Then let's move. We'll look more into finding clients tomorrow. Then you have work-life balance. Work-life balance. Can somebody tell me what work-life balance is? Yes, distraction at home is under work-life balance. So because somebody has said distraction at home, let me talk about it. Distraction at home is also a common problem, right? And it's under work-life balance. So work-life balance is when we have problem balancing our work and our family life, our personal life. We do not know how to effectively position ourselves. We tend to get distracted with home activities when we are working, and we tend to get distracted with work activities when we are supposed to be relaxing. For a lot of us, it took so long before we were able to balance our work. It took me time before I could know how to balance myself. I know how to, if I'm taking my rest, I know how to be on rest. If I'm at work, I know how to not let it interfere with my personal life. It took years. A lot of VAs are breaking down every day because they lack the ability to balance the both life. Then lack of experience or portfolio. This is one of the most major problem virtual assistant faces. They do not have experience, they do not have portfolio. But let me tell you the gospel truth. This can be provided even without you doing any job as a virtual assistant. We'll be looking more into this tomorrow because our next coach is already ready to take over the podium. Then relying on freelance sites. Remember one time that Facebook had issues that they went up for like 1 hour or 2 hours. We almost crashed. Yes. So that's how relying on freelance sites is. Just the way, remember the time that Upwork came up and said they will no longer give free connect when you open your account. A lot of people that was relying solely on Upwork were going crazy. Yes. Leverage on social media. Leverage on direct pitching. And stop relying on freelance sites. We'll look more into this tomorrow. All these are in our freelancing class for tomorrow. Client retention. One of the biggest problems why we in Africa cannot retain clients is because we deliver shabby and terrible jobs. The day we start learning to deliver good jobs, that day our clients tend to stay. We do not know how to check up on clients after we've worked for them. We do not know how to go back and ask them for feedback. We do not know how to send them message randomly and say, compliments of the season, sir, happy celebration, happy holiday. Not everybody are celebrating, but happy holiday. How's the holiday season going? Put yourself in their faces. I'm just checking up on you. New month, send them random happy new month message and tell them that you are still available for jobs. But imagine you did a shabby job and the client had issues with you. Would you be able to reach out to them again? No. So this is how far we can go for tonight. When it comes to the common problems, we'll be looking at further problems tomorrow, and we'll be looking at a host of others, how to freelance, sites to get jobs, what you need to do to get jobs, how to position yourself, and we'll be having a juicy offer for you as well. Then we have our next coach coming to take the next segment, which is our practical class. So let me stop sharing here. So, did you enjoy the first half of tonight's class? Yes, language barrier is one major problem. That's why if you only know how to speak English, please stick to working with employers that speak English. If you only know how to speak Spanish, stick to working with employers that knows how to speak your language. Because language barrier is one problem that is so there. So, any other question? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, did you enjoy this first segment? Did you enjoy this first segment before the next coach come up? If you enjoyed, give us some fire emojis. Give us some fire emojis. Tap it. Tap that fire emoji. Let's know that it was hot. Did you enjoy this first section? Uduak, you did not enjoy this first section. Why? Why didn't you enjoy the first session? Yeah, thank you, Jachina. All right, let's welcome our next coach. Our next host for tonight. She'll be taking us on designing. Good work, you've not still told us, so you've not still told. Let me. Coachy, you can take over.
Hello, good evening, everybody. How are you doing? Thank you, Coach Chinwendu. It was fire, fire, fire as usual. Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome.
Yeah, let me see some fire in the house. Give Coach Chinwen some love. She did amazingly well with that presentation. All right. Oh, thank you, Jachima. Thank you so much. All right, my name is Chibuzo Amamaika. I am your host for the next segment of this class. I'll be teaching you graphic design. And our vehicle today is Canva. So who is Chibuzo? Chibuzo is an ex-servicewoman. I retired from the army after 19 years of service. I am a realtor. I am a design coach. I am the design coach for the Jazz Digital Academy. I am a freelancer. I am a lot of things. I'm also a mother and a wife. So I'm a lot of things. Right. I'm sorry I cannot share. Thank you. I'm sorry I cannot share my video at this time. National Grid has happened to us, only for me to get home from a long day of inspection to find that my gen has developed a fault, so you can't even put on the gen. And my battery is even low. I am running on 30%. So I'm going to be very fast with this class so that I'll try and cover everything we need to learn before my battery gets really low that I cannot continue. So I'm going to skip a lot of things. I'm just going to skip a lot of things, but why are we teaching Canva? We're teaching Canva instead of other design tools because Canva is versatile. With Canva, you can cover a lot of space with Canva. You can do a lot of things for your clients and even for yourself if you want to take this up as a business in itself. However, it is a tool that you can use to manage your client's business. I don't know how Coach Chinwe will put it now, business management tool or whatever. Okay, that's what it is. All right, so we teach this because you can use it to do your graphics, like your flyers, your infographics. You can use it for your videos. You can use it to generate invoices. You can use it for what's it called? You can even use it to design your websites. You can use it to design your presentations. So there is a whole lot you can do with Canva. A whole lot. It's bigger than just using it to design flyers. Canva is bigger than that. All right, so that's why we teach Canva, because it helps you to cover a lot of grounds. So if you are a newbie and you want to even write an ebook, you can use Canva to produce your ebook, right? You can use Canva to produce your ebook, and there's a lot.
Are you here, Coach Chi?
Oh, I don't want to turn off that notification. All right, I'm sorry, a call was coming in. Can we hear me? Kindly confirm that you
Yes,
can
we
hear me.
can. Yes,
All
we
right.
can.
So I'm going to just go ahead and start sharing my screen now so we can cover a lot of grounds. So I'll be teaching you how we can, two things I promise to, no, I can't promise now because the length of this class is not dependent on me anymore. So I'm supposed to take in this class how you can design from scratch, how you can design first of all using a template, and how you can design from scratch. And there's another thing I usually add. I don't even know how to edit already designed flyers without having the link. Do you get? So those are the things I'm supposed to teach in this class. So I should be able to teach that if my battery does not go off, right? So, but I'm just going to start from the complicated one so that in case we cannot now handle the simple one, with the knowledge you have from the complicated one, you could figure out the simple one. I was supposed to start from simple to complex, but now I'm just going to jump straight to this complicated one and we see how best we can go. So are we ready? Let me see in the chat box if you are ready for me. Let me see you. Let me see you.
We are ready. We are ready.
All righty. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Now you want to, okay, there's something I like to ask before I go. So how many of us already know about the app Canva? I know the app Canva and I use it, put it in the chat box. I don't know about Canva, put it in the chat box. I know Canva and I don't use it, put it in the chat box. Coach Chinwe, help us check the answers on YouTube because I see that most of the people we have.
Yeah, most of them are. Okay.
I already know about Canva. So do you use it? I want to know the number of people. So I want to know the people we are talking to, all right? So I'll know where this teaching is going. Oh, glory to God. They've brought the light. So I no longer have to worry. Yay. And these children are outside. Let me quickly get my charger and so that we
The
can get this.
national grid thing is almost everywhere. We were having like almost 24 hours light, and we reported, and our prepared was just going off. Like you recharge 10K and it will not be up to a week, it will just go down.
Who is there?
And some persons went to complain. They now changed us from band A to band Z. If there's anything like that, we no longer see the light again.
If there's anything more than band A, that's what we have been on, because we have consistent light. We have consistent light in my area. That's why I didn't even bother about Jen and the rest of that. So I'm sure that the long period of not servicing it was actually what affected it, that it didn't come up this evening. So we're just going to look at it. Okay, so let's start. So I see some people say I know and I don't use it. So, okay, let's just start. I'm just
They
going
have
to
a lot of I know, but don't use, I don't know it, do use it, I have not used it. You know, a lot of that kind of answers here as well.
all right, all right. So we're good. Okay. So can you see my screen? Confirm that you can see my screen.
Yes, you can.
All right. So the app is called Canva, C-A-N-V-A, C-A-N-V-A. That's the app. Can you shut the door for me, please? Thank you. So that's the app. So for those of you that do not already have the app, kindly download the app. You don't have to do it immediately. Just pay attention here, and then let's continue with the class. So you'll find the app in your Play Store, whether you are on iOS or you are using an Android, you'll find the app in your Play Store. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and open the app. So once you download the app, it's going to give you an area where you can sign up to the app. It's as simple as putting your email, preferably a Gmail, all right, preferably a Gmail, and you are good to go. It's going to bring you to a home screen like mine here. And this is just the beginning of Canva. So like I always tell, before you design, you have to understand what you are designing for. So what platform are you designing for? Are you designing for Facebook? Are you designing for Instagram? Are you designing for YouTube? So is it a YouTube thumbnail? Is it an Instagram post? Is it a Facebook post? Is it what platform are you designing for? So that's going to determine the orientation, the resolution that you are going to use. That is the size of your design. So if we were working with paper, we would say you to determine whether you are using a letter, there's something they used to call it, whether you are using that or you are using an A4 or you are using an A3 or you are using an A5, do you get? So it's the same thing here, whether you are working on landscape or on portraits, so it's the same thing here. So the site or the platform you are designing for will determine the resolution you are going to use. So I personally, the two resolutions I like to use are for Instagram posts and the flyers. So those are the two things I like to use. And the Instagram post is very versatile. You can use your Instagram post anywhere apart from YouTube thumbnail. You can use it anywhere. You can post it on your Facebook, you can post it on your WhatsApp, you can post it anywhere apart from YouTube thumbnail, and it's going to fit. However, you cannot post something that was designed for Facebook on Instagram. It's not going to fit. Some part of it is going to cut out. All right. So that's the reason why we encourage that you use the right resolution for the right platform. So you don't have a round peg in a square hole. Okay, so for the purpose of this class, let me see, I'm not sure which one we're going to use yet, whether a flyer or Instagram post, but here is how you can start. All right, so once you have determined what you are designing for, okay, let's do an Instagram post. Once you have determined what you are designing for, this is how you can start. 3 ways you can start. You can either come to this search button up here and type what you want. That's one. Or you can come here on the home screen and just scroll till you find what you are looking for. So we have Instagram post here. can scroll. If you don't find anything you want here, you open up more with this arrow, or the see all rather at the top there, and you open. Good. You scroll. Okay. Now I said we are going to be starting from scratch, so we'll have to start with the create blank. That's what we'll be doing. But let me show you the third way you can start up. So the third way would be to use this purple button at the bottom of my screen. So you tap on the purple button and it's opening. Yes, you can either scroll here. You see these icons here with their names under. You find what you're looking for. If you can't find it here, you type in the search bar. So those are the 3 ways you can open up and start designing. All right. So this here is the same as what we had at the other at the home screen. So I have just opened up an Instagram post, right? So for Instagram post, we have both the square and the portrait. So we have for a design for square, as in it's just square. Then we have the portrait that is a bit longer. I think that's 4x5, and the square is 4x4. Okay.
Are we doing Instagram posts, or we're using flyer size?
So we are designing from scratch. Okay, I will come back to design from scratch. Since we are already here, let me design using a template. I like to design from scratch using a flyer. So since you're already here, let's just design using a template. Now you notice that when I opened here, some templates popped up. So you can, and this is how you can open it if you already shut it down like me. So if you look at the bottom of your screen, you will find a default menu. Now you notice that I have not tapped anything on this screen. So when you have tapped nothing on the screen, if you have already tapped something, maybe like you have tapped this white area and you see it's highlighted in purple, no problems, just come outside the white area and tap. So it deselects it. So when there is no part of your screen selected, that it is not highlighted by that purple border line, it means that you are not tapping anything. So the menu that shows at the bottom there would be the default menu. Okay, now at the default menu, you'll find things like design, element, text, gallery, blah, 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 a lot more. For many of you, if you have not used Canva before, you would most likely stop at apps. You see apps here, that's where yours will stop. By the time you tap on apps, the others like photos, audios, and the rest of that will open up. And once it opens, it has opened forever. And if peradventure yours does not open forever, you already know where to find what you are looking for. Okay, so I'll just come and I'll tap on design. So as I tap on design, you see it has popped up again. So these are templates. These are already existing templates. All right, so you can choose the template from here and you edit it. So I talked about design from scratch and I talked about design using a template. So we are going to pick a template from here and we are going to edit it to suit what we want. Okay, so I'm just going to pick, I saw something I liked earlier. I'm just going to pick this one here. Good. So I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to edit it to suit, not to waste time, I'll just design it for my brand. So it's already my brand color, black and gold. So it's already cut out from here, right? I don't want to spend so much time on it. That's why I'm looking for a simple one. You can take a complex one, change it. We don't have the luxury of time to go that deep today. That's why I'm bringing a simple one. But you see the same thing I'm teaching you here with this simple one is the same thing you will do to the difficult one. There is no difference. So if you want to change the color, you can change the color, you can change the element, you can remove part of it, you can bring other parts. It's the same thing, no difference, all right? But to save time, we are just going to go with this one. So I'm going to, I like to start from the very top. So I'll just remove this logo here. It is not replaceable. So I'll just delete that and I'll come. For you, what you are looking for may be in your gallery. Mine is not in my gallery because I can't even remember the last time I saw it in my gallery. Most probably I've even deleted it from my gallery, but I have it in my uploads. So uploads is where you would find pictures or videos or even audios that you have used from your gallery. Okay, so they were in your gallery and you used them to design. So it means that you uploaded them to Canva. Okay, so subsequently, if you need to use them, you will find them in your uploads. So I have a lot of things in my uploads because I have used them before, and that is where I would also find my logo. So I'm just going to tap on uploads. When did all these ones come in? Just give me a second. Let me delete some of these pictures. Okay, select items. By the way, that's my that's my baby. Okay, I think I still need these guys here, so I'll just delete these ones off the trash. Good. So I had to delete it so that I don't have to scroll far. So I should delete some more. All right, we don't have time for that now. So here is the logo I want to use. So I pick the logo I want to use. I just tap on it, it brings it to the screen. So you will ask now, how did I reduce it? Now, if you look at the borders of this logo, you see that line, that's highlighting line, right? Good. So at that highlighting line, we have marks on the side and we also have circles at the corners. If you drag the mark on the side, whether you drag it in or out, it's going to affect the shape. Okay, so it's going to affect the shape. Let me show you. So you see, right? You see, it's going to crop it. It's going to crop it. So I'll undo that. But if you tap on the corner, it's going to reduce or increase the size. So if you tap and drag in, it's going to reduce the size. If you drag out, it's going to increase the size. But if you tap at the sides, any of the sides, is going to crop it. Okay, so we do not want to crop, we want to reduce. So we have put that there. Then I come to nudge. I'm trying to align it. Like I said, I like to start from the very top, and at that very top, I like everything to be well arranged from the beginning, so it doesn't give me so much work. So I move to the next part, and what I do now I need you to notice that, look at the bottom of my screen. You will see that the menu has changed. So that will bring me to talk about the 4 different types of menu. So we have the default menu, that is when you are not selecting anything. Now, the second menu we'll talk about, I've talked about the default menu before. The second menu we'll talk about is the menu as it pertains to writing, as to write up, right? I don't know how to explain that, but basically as it pertains, because there are different menus depending on what you click. So this menu, if you look, you see edit, you will see fonts, you will see font style, you will see font size, then you see color, that's the text color, right? This is as it pertains to writings, as it pertains to writings. How did they allow this girl to come here now? So I'm going to just tap on that. Oh, give me a second, please. Okay, can you listen? Are you there, please? Confirm that you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I tap on the write-up that I want to change and I tap on edit. Now I can just change the name and I'm putting my business name there. All right. Good. So I'm just going to make this bold. Great. Now I come here, I do the same thing here, I edit it, and I put here and say properties. Coach Chinwe, can you hold the class for a second? I need to. All right. Okay, bye. Don't worry, my husband has come to attend to her.
Okay.
Apologies, guys. Apologies. I said earlier that I'm a mom. These are part of the things we see. I don't know why her sisters allowed her to come here to distract me. Okay, so it's just the same thing I'm doing. I'm aligning it. Okay, so next I move here and I'll leave the real estate as it is. I'll just come to the for sale, delete that. Now, the third menu I'll talk about is the pop-up menu. Now that I highlighted this, every time you see me pick something, you will see this small box here, this small box that is always on top, right? Where you have the bin, you have the comments logo and the rest of that, just 4 things in it, right? So that is the pop-up menu. Okay, so this one only comes when you tap something. When you tap anything, it's going to come up. So I'm going to just tap on the delete sign here and delete that in the pop-up. Then I come to this real estate and I continue to write. Good. So I say real estate consultants. Or should I use agents? I don't want it to be so long. Great. So now I come here and I say, so what do we do? So our services, I'm just editing the flyer to suit what we do. So this is basically what you do with edited template with templates. This is basically what you do with templates. Okay, so I said sales, rentals, shortlets, finder. Okay, so basically this is what we do. I'll just come here and I say call now. Let me just change this book to call. I hope you are following, because the same thing I did for the first write-up is what I'm doing with all of them. So no need to start wasting time explaining it. I'm just going to come here and add my phone number 234. My phone number is there. I'll come here and I say www.nahidaproperties, where is it? nahidaproperties.com. Great. Now I have done everything. The last thing I want to do is to change that, because you see now we're not talking about a house, we are talking about a person. We're talking about a person. So I'm just going to put here, I tap on the picture here. Now I need you to look at the menu at the bottom of your screen. You see that it has changed. So initially at the default menu, we had design, we had elements, text, blah, 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 blah. At the menu that pertains to writing, we had edits, we had fonts, we had font style, font size, blah, 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 blah. Now, this is menu as it pertains to pictures. So you have replace, you have crop, you have adjust, you have remove background, and blah, 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 blah. They are quite a lot, right? You see effects and the rest of that. So these are the 4 menus you would find, okay? So we have the menu, the default, the writing menu, the picture menu, and the pop-up menu, all right? So you need to understand this so that when you are designing, you would understand, you will know where to find things. So you shouldn't be looking for where to put picture when you are not even using when you are highlighting something that has to do with write-up, or you want to take something from your gallery rather, and you're already highlighting and selecting rather something on the picture. So if you want something from your gallery, you ensure that you are tapping outside the picture entirely, and that is where you will find your gallery in the menu. But if you are tapping something, if you are already selecting something in the picture, in the design area, you would not find your gallery, okay? So now I come to replace. So now you can find your gallery when you tap on replace, but I'm not going to my gallery. I'm just going to go to upload. So for you, your pictures may be in your gallery, all right? So I'm just going to go to uploads, and I'll find a fine picture of myself. If I can't find one in time, I can just borrow Coach Chinwe here and use her. Good. Coach Chinwe, permission to borrow you. So what did I do? I know Coach Chinwe will ask me. So let me undo. Let me stop that. Undo. Good. So if you look at this picture, you will notice that the picture is to one side. Then we have space. We have space in her front. Then she's now the other side, her hand is now cut off. I do not like designs like this. They do not appear to be professional. So what you do, you double tap on the picture, then you come and you adjust as it is needed. So for this picture, I just needed to enlarge it so that it fills up the space, so it's balanced, okay? So this is it. Now I'll just introduce something that wasn't here, which is my name. I'll just come here and I'm going to I could also go to the default menu and tap on text. So let me even do it. So I come to text and I select, I tap on heading. It's going to give me a space to write, and I write and I say Chibuzo AM. I like to use my initials like that. A.M. A.M. Good. Chibuzo AM. I drag it here and I duplicate this. That is from the pop-up menu, and I say MD/CEO, MD/CEO, Nahila Properties Limited. Good. Alrighty. Kochi, are you there?
Yes, I am.
So I'm just going to come here, centralize this a bit, so it's balanced. Great. So I am done with this. So this is how you can edit a picture from. There's something about this thing. I'm trying to get the outside. Good. So I think this is under transparency. I don't want to replace. I think it's under some transparency. Okay, so this is basically how you can edit a template and turn it into yours. So if we don't want this template to be recognizable, you can just come here, change this, you can change this, what's it called now? This element. So let me just delete the element. Okay, so this is an element. can just delete this and bring another element. Let's see something like, that's an element, and let's see graphics. I'm just going to search for graphics. I hope I find something that will suit into that place. Oh no, elements. See all. Okay, let me see if this will work. Let me see, let me change the color. Yeah, we can change the color. So we can change the color, we can change the color. Let's see here. This, this, and this. Final pink to deeper. This to this, and this to this. Good. So we have changed it. Just one single thing that we removed and swapped has changed the outlook. And if you do not look well, you will not know that it is the same template that we used. Okay, so basically this is how you could edit. And let's see if I'm able to flip this. Yes, I can flip this and bring it this way. So the bigger side is now on the other side and it's moving that way. So just little things like this can change a design completely, and you would not even know that it's the same element, the same design that you use. You just change the little things. So that is how you can design you can edit a template to suit what you need. So the next I'm going to be taking us is how we can design from scratch. So Kochi, I forgot again. So what are we designing from scratch? So from scratch, like I said,
Let's do a flyer for me so that we won't waste so much time asking.
Okay, so we're going to be using a flyer of resolution. So we have flyer.
Guys, do you understand?
Yes, do you understand, please?
Are we following?
Is there a question? Should I go ahead?
Are we following? Are we following? Okay, go ahead.
Sure. Like I said, I already showed you how you can start a design from scratch. So I just come to the blank, pick so it's going to open up and it's going to give me ideas with a template. Template ideas rather, so it's still loading. So what I'll do, I'll just come here, drag it down to close it. I don't need it. We want to design from scratch. So we have our design page. Now, if you notice that the design area here is bigger than what we had when we did Instagram posts. Do you see? So that's why it's important that you have the right resolution, the right orientation that you are designing for. I also forgot to mention, okay, I think it wasn't really, it's actually needed also when you are picking templates. You need to know what brand you are designing for. So if you notice, what it guided me to pick the colors that template I used was because I already knew my brand color. So my brand color is black and gold. That suited that already it was already there, so it was just easy. Okay, so the same thing when you are designing from scratch, you need to understand the business or what you are designing for, the very product that you are designing for, or the business, the brand that you are designing for. So their colors, do they use strong colors? What is the tone of their business? If the tone of the business is playful and you are using something that is not playful, you are designing something that is not very playful, you see that you will not have caught the message, you will not have carried the message with your flyer. Okay, so you need to understand the tone, you need to understand their color, so you need to understand the business or the product that you are designing that flyer for. Okay, so now we are designing for Coach Chinwe. I know her color is also black and gold. I know that she's a coach. Her business is a coaching business, so it is not a playful tone, and I already understand the color, so it is business-like. So it is this corporate thing. Do you get? So having that in mind, what do I do? It guides me. So first and foremost, I can use a white background. I can decide to use a black background. I can decide to use whatever. So let's start with the white and just move. So I have her, like I say, I like to start from top. I have her logo here. So I come, like I said before, you may have it in your gallery. I have it in my uploads. So I'm just going to come to my uploads and find her logo, and boom, here we are. So the Jazz Digital Academy. Coach Chinwe, you need to tell me what we are designing for at this point. So I come here and I add a write-up. I come and add text, and here we go. And I put the name there, and I say the Jazz Digital Hub. Okay, so I come here. What else do? I bring this here. I come to format, align it to the left, and reduce it. I close this. I come to spacing. I reduce the spacing between. I hope you are following. I reduce the size. Okay, this is not going because that is open. I reduce the size, and
Your voice is low and your mic is shaking.
my mic is not shaking. I don't even have a mic on because the battery is dead.
Is your fan facing your phone speaker?
Slightly. Okay. Is it better now?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I'm just going to come to nudge here and align it. So you should tell me at this point what we are designing for. So the Jazz Digital Academy. So what are we designing for, the Jazz? What are we designing for?
A free training.
Hello.
Let's do a free training.
Okay. So I come
Can
outside.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. So let's do
a free training.
2-day. I don't want you in capitals. Free training. Okay. So what else? What else? So I'm just going to duplicate this, break it down here. What else? Talk to me. Is this okay?
How to? Yes, it's okay.
Okay. So when is the date?
Let's use 20th and 21st.
So I'm just going to duplicate this again, edit and say date, 20. What is 20th? 20th is hold on. 20th is what? 20th is Friday.
Yes, Friday and Saturday.
Friday.
Saturday, my baby's birthday.
Ooh, 20th and Saturday, 21st December 2024. Okay. All right. So what else have we not put here? Yeah. Tell me what I should write. What do you want to be in the flyer?
Okay. Outline. Introduction to virtual assistant. Simple graphic designing.
Hold on.
And freelance roadmap. Freelancing roadmap.
Hold on. Outline. Introduction to virtual assistant. Next.
Simple graphic designing.
Next.
Freelancing roadmap.
Next.
That's all.
Okay. All right. So.
Then my handles.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me arrange these ones first so we know whether we want to make it black or white or gold. So now here is where the brainstorming comes. You now have everything right. Now you now want to put this into a design. You don't want it to look like this. So first of all, maybe we should make this black. Great. So let me first of all go back, undo that, and make all these gold and white. So color here, let this be gold. Color here, let this be white. Color here, let this be red. Let this be red. I don't like this red. Let this be red. Color here. Color here. Let this be white and white and white. Oh. Now I didn't apply to all because even the one I put as gold and white will turn out to, and red rather, will turn out to be white. So that's why I didn't apply to all. I could have opened it up and applied it to all. So we see how it now plays out, right? So here, now you see that our logo is no longer showing. Chiba, I thought I had a logo that had a white background. Let me look for it. If it's not there, we are going to now do something. Eh?
Just look for it now. It should be.
Yeah. No, the both of them. Uploads. So since it's not here, we're going to do something. Okay. No, this is not the one I want. So I'm going to undo it. And I'm going to do something about this background. Now watch closely and see what I'm going to do. So I come to elements and I look for shapes. So we have shape, we have this circle here, right? So I'm going to reduce this circle to the size of that logo. And I'm going to move it. Okay, it's too small. It's about the size of the logo. Now I want to move it to the logo. Stop jumping where I did not send you. Okay, this one wants to now delay me. So I'm just going to come here, move this backward, position backward, carry my logo from here. Since you want to stress me, you can stress me. Now I'm just going to align it to this one. Make sure it's well aligned. So I'm just going to make sure it's well aligned using my nudge to ensure that it is sitting pretty over it. There is no lapse anywhere. Oh, they have come again. Please now, go and meet your sisters outside. They have taken fresh air outside. They are lying down outside. So I come here and I move it backward. So I either have it as a yellow background or I can change the background color to be white, but I think it is fine with the yellow background. So this is how you could add something to the back of your logo if it is transparent on a background. If it's not transparent on a background, okay. So having done this, this is a Jazz Digital Hub. We didn't change that. I'm going to change this to let me put white. No, hold on. This our black is too black. Okay, so now it's time to add a picture before I do the final alignment. So I'll just come here and you go to your gallery. I go to my uploads. I have the pictures in my upload. So I'm just going to come here and look for a fine girl, a fine girl, a fine girl. Which fine girl am I going to use? Should I use this fine girl? No, let me use this fine girl. Yes. Good. So I have this fine girl. So now here is one thing that you may not be able to do. I'm going to use a feature because I'm using the Canva Pro account. And the feature I'm going to use is remove background. You may not be able to use remove background if you are not using the Canva Pro account. But what you can do is that you can download the app called Remove BG. Now, when you download the app, you use that app to remove the backgrounds of the pictures that you want to work with, okay? It removes the backgrounds effortlessly without issues, just like Canva would remove the backgrounds automatically. So once you have removed the background, you can now export it to Canva and use your picture on Canva, okay? But I'm just going to use the remove background feature because I am using the Pro account. But that is how you can do the same thing with the free account. So while it's processing, and here.
And the remove BG is free.
Yes,
it's free. You can download it.
Yes. So here I have this.
This black is too black. Oh.
Don't worry. So now I want to do something else to this picture. I want to magic grab. Now this is something you may not be able to do with remove BG, but it's just a feature on Canva I can use with my free account. I just wanted to remove the laptop from her face, since we are not showing the text and the rest of that. Good. So having picked this, I'm going to delete that. That's opened some more Wahala spots, Abby. So just do this. Okay. Okay. Or do you think I should leave the laptop?
It's okay. It's okay.
So now let's edit this. I'll just, this for my way itself is not showing. So this black, let's come back to this black that is too black like this and look for a not so black. A black that is not so black. I think this black is not so black, but it's not sharp. The color is not sharp. I'm not liking it. What do you think? Chinwe?
Yeah. No, it's not sharp. Can we use that? There's a recent design you did copying that Coral Draw, that black there.
Okay, so let's use
something like that.
A shiny black. Let's replace this and use a photo, a background. So I'm going to look for black satin, black satin. Let's see this. It's not actually giving me the black satin. And this is not working. What's this? It's not working. It's not working. So I didn't find it in background, so I'm just coming to pictures to find it in pictures. It should give me, yeah. So we have it in Pro version. You may not be able to use the Pro version. But never mind, anything you want to use that is not free, you can download from your browser. Okay, so you can download from your browser and then you bring it in from your gallery. You bring it in from your gallery, just download it from your browser. All the fine black backgrounds I can see here are for Pro version. So we'll just go ahead and pick one. However, whatever you want to use, you can download from your browser. I'm not liking this one. Oh no. Yeah, I think this one is better. What do you think?
Yes, but I don't like the font size of the white.
The font size. We're going to work on the size and the font style itself.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So we're working on it. This is Arimo. Arimo doesn't do very well. So we are going to change the style. So font, not font, yeah. Okay, Oswald and this Oswald. Both of them don't do very well at all. Let's try Laura. No. Let's try Poppins. I like Poppins. Do you like Poppins? We also have Roberto Comic Science. We have, what's the name of this one? No. All right, this one looks nice, right?
Yes. No, it's too small.
we can increase the size. So it's not about the size, it's about the text, do you see it?
No, change it.
There is one I'm looking for. I can't remember the name. Elika, no, Elika would make. Elika is fine, but will not go well for what we want to achieve here. So the thing is for subtitles like this, right? You want to keep it simple, okay? We want to keep it simple. So I think this is okay. I think that's okay. Then for outline, you may want to use the more complicated ones for body message, not subtitles. For body message, you may want to keep it simple. Then for subtitles and titles, then you use the more complicated ones for subtitles and titles. I have to change this red. This red is not doing justice, but let's work on the, where is Elika now? Elika, where are you? Okay, let's use this one. No. So for this one, we use what did we use for the other one again? So we're using, let's use Kermit. There's something canvas sense. Okay. Introduction to virtual assistant. Kochima, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So for font, canvas sense. Here, canvas sense. Good. So here, I make this bigger. So what I'm just doing here generally is I'm arranging them all. So no big deal here. We already did the big deals, okay?
How did you enlarge it?
I already said that when I did this thing now, when I showed how to reduce the picture, it's the same thing here. So I'm just going to come here, bring an element like a bullet. So bullet points. Bullet points. Ouch. All the bullet points so far. Let me use this one. Underline. Where's the color? Color white. Make it small. Bring it here. It doesn't work. Delete it. Delete it. Bring another. I'm looking for a simple bullet point. Very simple one. Aha, there are graphics. There's shapes. All. Okay, let's use this one. I'll make it very tiny and I move it down here. the color, change the color to white, reduce it more so it fits. So once you've gotten one, you can just easily duplicate and align, basically. Don't mind me, I can be a perfectionist sometimes. So if it's just a tiny, very tiny move, I have to get it right. Yes, so I believe we are done with this. So now the text for the font rather for this one, let's see, let's use Elika. I hope this is how it's spelled. Yeah, Elika Gorika. Reduce and bring it here. All right, your handles, before I forget that part. Color.
Just use Instagram. D_6figure woman.
What now? Okay. Okay. So I'll just come here. No, let me not use this. Let me use this. Duplicate, bring it down here. And say edit. So D is small letter D, right? Was it small letter we used to use? D underscore.
Yes, small letter.
D_6figure woman. Okay. All right, so I go again to my uploads and I find the logo for Instagram. I reduce it to the barest minimum and I bring it down here. So basically, oh, I didn't put your name. So I come here, let me use this font. I bring this guy here and I edit and I say Coach Chinwe. Is it Chinwe?
That's just it. Yes, that's all.
I knew I would adjust it now. Be coming down.
No, I said just it.
Okay, I thought you said adjust it. So head coach, the Jazz Academy, or should I leave it like this?
It's okay like this.
All right. So basically, this is how we design from scratch. You could add some pepper, you can remove some things, you can add some things according to your preference. So basically, this is it. So the next thing I said I would add the Jara. We still have a little time. That shouldn't take much of my time. I don't have any flyer I wanted to do. Let me quickly download a flyer. let me just quickly get a flyer. Where are we? Where are we? Where do I get a flyer from? All of you that are seeing my messages, close your eyes. Coach, we tell people to close their eyes. They are reading my messages. Hey, I can't find, where is this group now? Okay, I think I'll get one from here. Even flyer is not here. Yeah. Oh, this flyer will not work. Coach, I can't find flyer. I wanted to show us how we could get a flyer. There is this group I would usually just get a flyer sharp, but I can't find. Okay, so I found one. So let's use, this is not a flyer, this is somebody's. I do not have that permission to do that. So before I find a flyer, right? Oh, I didn't remember to get this out. This low battery of 18, I was trying to conserve my battery, and that was why I didn't remember to find. But while I'm looking for the flyer, let me just put out this disclaimer. Now, this very next part I want to teach us is not something that you can do on your own. Yes, you can learn it, but ensure that you get the consent of whoever you will be adjusting their flyers. Now, as a realtor, I said earlier that I'm a realtor. As a realtor, and because I'm a marketing partner with these companies, there are some of them I can use their flyers for these things, okay? Not all of them would allow it, but for some of them I can use their flyers. I think this is a good one I can use. I can use their flyers for these things because I am a marketing partner. So ensure that whatever you are using the flyer for, you have the consent of the original owner. The reason is they can charge you to court for this, okay? If they want to make money out of you, they can charge you to court for stealing intellectual property. So if you do not have a business partnership relationship with these people, please do not, this is not something I would ask you to do unless you are in a business partnership relationship with them or you have their express permission. I don't talk now, forget say I'm supposed to tell you what to do. Okay. So here I have the flyer. It is also as good as this flyer being in my gallery, okay? So what did I do? I just came here and I shared this straight from my WhatsApp to Canva. Now, when it's loaded on Canva, it showed me two things: use in a new design or edit image, and I used in a new design. Now, when using in a new design, it just brings it up for me. And here, what I want to show you is how you can edit this beautiful flyer and change the person there from an AI generated image or somebody that maybe I want to use this for my campaign, but also in collaboration with the company. So I come here to Magic Studio. Now, it is not default, it is, I picked the image. So this is a picture, the only image that's the only, this picture, anything, when you tap any part of this picture, it's going to answer you as one. So if you like, try to pick this Monday, the Monday will not pick. The entire picture is what we pick, okay? So I come here and I come to Magic Studio. Magic Studio, not background remover, Magic Studio. I tap on Magic Studio, I allow it to load, then I come to Magic Grab. Listen attentively. Magic Grab. I come to Magic Grab, I tap Magic Grab, and it's going to select, it's going to separate the pictures. It's going to just run through it and pick pictures. So you see it has picked this fine girl, and the fine girl is the very person that I want to grab. So I grab her and I grab her like this. I select and I grab her like this. Now when I grab her, it should show me that yes, it has finished grabbing her. What I do, I close this and I come to my replace. If you want to delete it entirely, you can delete, but I want to replace with my picture, and I come here, I look for one fine girl. I can't, that means it's been long, it's been a while that I designed for myself, because all my pictures are down. Okay, so now I have put my picture here. Good. So the next thing, I'm going to remove the background of this picture. So I remove the background of this picture. Great. I'm going to expand it. Great. Now I'm going to flip it, because I always tell people that your picture should not be looking outside. So once it's to the side, it shouldn't be looking outside. If it's to the side, it should be looking inward. So I come and I flip it inward. Great. So we see this is it. Because it's to the side, it should be looking inward. So the next thing is I'm going to come here and go to position and send it. I will do that. Now, because this whole picture is one, right? Now, when I send backward, it sends to the back of the picture. That's not what I want. Okay, so what I'm just going to do, I will come again and I will click on the entire picture and come to Magic Studio. So at Magic Studio, I'm going to, let's see if I can Magic Grab again. So there is no element to Magic to grab. So instead, I close that. I go again to Magic Studio and I come here and I tap Grab Text. So at Grab Text is going to show me all the text there is on this screen. You see? So it showed me all the text and I close. Good. So I can now grab this. No, I didn't grab, sorry. Pardon me, I didn't grab. Magic Studio, grab text. Good. So I'm just going to come here and grab. So I grab. Good. So now that I've grabbed, you see that the picture has gone to the back. The picture has gone to the back automatically. So the next thing, I want to grab text again. I don't want to waste time, but it's the same way you can grab text and you edit all these things under here. But I can just crop it out if I don't want that, and I leave it like this. So this is how you can edit pictures already existing flyers that you do not have the link to edit and use for marketing campaign. So I can also come here and add my logo at the top. So it is Forbes and Nahila at the top. So basically this is how you can edit it. Now, after all said and done, I didn't teach you how you can download your designs. So there are two ways you can download. If you look at my screen, from your right hand side of your screen, okay, your right hand side, you will see a button that looks like a bucket and an arrow going from it. That is the upload button. Then you see another one like a line and an arrow coming to the line. That is the download button. Those are the two things that you can use for downloading your your design. So the download button is that you want to download everything, okay? So let's assume that in this design we had 10 pages. If you tap the download button, it's going to download the entire 10 pages of this design. All right, but if you go to the upload button, that's where I want to talk about. You can share directly from here to any social media that you want to share to. So you have the WhatsApp. You can share to your WhatsApp. You can share. You see all the places you can share to. You can share to you can download it, you can share to your Google Drive, you can share to your monday.com, to Slack, to WhatsApp, to Facebook. You can even schedule your Facebook, your Instagram post from here. You can send directly from here to anywhere you want to send it to. That's one thing you can do. You can see all the social medias, you can see the messaging, design, blah, 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 blah. You can do all that here. Next way you can do, first thing you may want to do is that you want to share the link. So let's say you were collaborating on this design with someone, you can share the link. And when sharing, let me just tap link. When sharing, ensure you come to this place where you have collaboration link. Open this arrow down and ensure you allow anybody with link. So you set it that anybody with link. So if look at it now, you see it has divided into two sides. You have anyone with link, and you also have the can edit on one side. So if you want the person to be able to just view it alone and give you feedback, you can just set it to view or can comment. But if you want the person to be able to edit this, to design with you on the go, so you do your part. Okay, I've done this part. So what do you if you are collaborating together with someone, you can set it to can edit, and then you copy the link and send. That's not what we are doing either. So what we are doing here is that we want to download. So when you want to download, you come here, you ensure, actually it's going to set the file type by itself. If it was a PDF, it will set it as PDF. But if it's pictures and you want to download it as PDF, you can come here to change it to PDF. If it's a PDF, it's definitely going to download as PDF. If it's MP4, that's videos, it's going to download as MP4. If it's pictures, is definitely going to download as pictures. Then this is also where, because this is a one-page document, it's not showing the parts, but when you have more than one pages, it's going to show you where you can select the pages that you want to download, and that's where you can select the pages if you do not want to download all the pages in the document, and then you tap on the download, and basically that is how you download. I think I have done my job on this call. Thank God for light. Woo! I've been talking non-stop for over an hour. All right, so do we have any questions before I stop sharing? Or should I stop sharing my screen?
Guys, if you have question, please just type it on now on the chat section so that she can take it before she stops sharing her screen. Go and meet daddy to give you water. Sorry, guys. Okay, you can ask your question. Let's ask our question so that we'll go and rest and prepare ahead for tomorrow's class. A lot of us are already getting tired.
Stop sharing.
You can stop sharing now.
I wanted to stop sharing. I went to do something else. Ooh.
If you have a question, just ask it. All right.
I'm happy that everybody still stayed. Everybody still.
No, that's the people you can see on YouTube.
Okay.
I mean, on Zoom rather.
Yes. So I'm happy that everybody on the Zoom call stayed to the end. So do we have questions on the Zoom?
Somebody
I
just
can
asked
see the
a
reason why
question.
go ahead.
Okay. I'm coming, please. Okay.
Customer said earlier
I really
that
appreciate your effort to, okay, this one is not a question, it's an appreciation. How do we know the font, or should I use the word paper size to know the one we are using for each purpose? Okay, he said, if we are creating a design for Facebook, we shouldn't use that of Instagram. How should I know the font to use, or should I use the word paper size?
okay, so I didn't say you shouldn't use Instagram for Facebook. I said Instagram is versatile. You can use Instagram for every other place apart from a YouTube thumbnail. Okay, so YouTube thumbnail is different from the Instagram size also. So Instagram design can be used everywhere. It's actually my favorite because once I design something for Instagram, I can use it on WhatsApp, I can use it on Facebook, I can use it everywhere else. But if I design for Facebook, I may not be able to use it for Instagram because some of the important information will be cut off. Do you understand? So when you design for Instagram, you can use it for Facebook. But when you design for Facebook, you may not be able to use it for Instagram. Not that you shouldn't use it, but it will not fit.
Okay, let me check YouTube. Okay, no question from YouTube. Any other question, guys? Any other question before we call it a wrap for tonight? Okay, Coach Chi, thank you so much for tonight. It was an awesome time. We do not have questions. So give us an assignment. Give us an assignment, Coach Chi.
Coach, you went to leave me alone. No.
Or you will send me the assignment.
I do not have time for an assignment. Let me not deceive you. I'm exhausted right now and I have a lot on my plate. So I'm not promising you I'm going to reopen that Canva app tonight. So let me not deceive you. I do not have time to give you an assignment, but I trust that they already got value.
Okay. So thank you so much, guys. She doesn't have time for an assignment, but I would want you all to download, for those of you that do not have Canva apps, download Canva. Once you download your Canva, you try your hands on designing. On the replay of tonight's class, play back the replay and do it. Okay.
Coach Chinwe, I do not have time for tonight to give an assignment. They can go on their own, pick a template, okay? Work on it, or maybe design from scratch. Just try your hands on what we have taught today. I'll be willing to take a look at it for you. But for me to go back and go and craft an assignment for you is what I do not have the time this night, okay? But if you do something, I'll be willing to take a look and make corrections where needed, okay? I'll be ready to do that for you. But I can't go and start crafting an assignment tonight.
Okay, guys, that will be our assignment. Go home and create a design using a template. Create a clean design using a template. So before tomorrow's class will be. Can you all hear me? Tomorrow's class will be by, okay, tomorrow's class will be by 7 p.m. So before 7 p.m.,
yes,
by 6 p.m. By 6 p.m., don't send it to my private DM, please, guys. I have over 3,000 contacts on my phone and lots of message comes in. Do not send it to my private DM, please. I will be opening the group by 6 p.m. for just 20 minutes so that you all can submit your assignment and coach will take a look at the assignment and randomly talk about it. So even if it's 50 persons that submitted the assignment, at least from that 50 persons assignment that she would just talk about one or two, she must have touched even you that did not submit the problem you may be having in your own design. So I'll just only open the group between 6 p.m. to 6:20 or 6:15 or thereabout, around that time, so that you can drop your assignments and she can take a look at it before our class starts tomorrow by 7 p.m. Do not miss tomorrow's class. It promises to be an amazing time. We'll be learning sites to get remote job, how to position ourselves for remote job, freelancing, what it's about, and what we need to expect, what we need to do to get these high-paying clients, what we need to do as Nigerians living in Nigeria or Africans living in Africa and other parts of the world to get clients. So those are the things that we'll be looking at tomorrow by 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Do not miss it for any reason. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, every one of you here on YouTube and on Zoom. Thank you so much. Miriam Sani, I cite you. Thank you so much. Miriam Sani was supposed to be your backup today if your phone actually goes off.
Oh,
yes, she's my personal designer. Thank you so much, Miriam Sani. We really do appreciate it. She's your student. We hope you remember her.
I really can't.
From 18. From 18.
Oh, wow. Well done. It's
Just supposed-
amazing to see that we have a student that is now working as a coach too.
She's
Thank
supposed to
you.
cover up for you today, but thank God your phone came through. So
Thank you,
thank you
darling.
so much, everyone. I really do appreciate your time. It's almost 9:30. It's 9:30 something p.m. and we need to go. So hope you guys have an amazing time. Tomorrow's class will not be on Zoom, neither will it be on YouTube. Tomorrow's class will be on WhatsApp. So there will be no link for tomorrow as it is going to be on WhatsApp. So just come to the group and get prepared to be blown away. All right, guys, thank you so much. And it's going to be a good night from here. No, thank God this baby had to wait for the class to end before she came to disturb. All right, thank you so much and goodbye for now.